Alright guys, I'm here to talk about TNA fans, which I am. I'm a TNA fan, but I'm here to talk about some TNA fans out there trying to say that WWE always copies TNA, but TNA has never, that's right, never stolen anything from the WWE, that TNA is 100% original. Now listen, I've been watching wrestling for years. ECW, WCW, WWF, PCW, Ring of Honor. I've been watching it all. Some that no people have even heard of. Some that just used to come on basic channels for only like an hour. But anyway, we know for years wrestling, they copy each other. You know, history repeats itself in the wrestling world. Things we already seen before happens over and over again. Not all the time, but sometimes. But see, it makes me sick because when I say, oh well, like last night's Impact, me and a friend of mine, we said, oh well, we thought it sucked, which it did in my opinion. It sucked. I thought Raw was way better this week. TNA, it was just boring to me. I was watching the whole show and I still couldn't get into it. And so I was like, I posted a comment. I was like, man, TNA sucked last night. You know, and my friend was like, yeah, it was horrible, man. I mean, they expect to compete with WWE and they're going to put on a crappy show like this. And so as soon as we say that, we got TNA fans jumping on us saying that we're WWE marks. I'm not a WWE mark. Just because I tell the truth doesn't mean I'm a WWE mark. You TNA idiot marks. Yeah, that's right. The people who calling people marks, you're idiots. Now listen. People say, well, TNA original, WWE, they steal stuff. They got Ryback coming out acting like Bully. I thought the same thing. I'm like, yeah, that's Bully Ray all over it. He came off the vest. I'm like, okay, this dude Goldberg, now he's Bully Ray. I agree with you. The Claire Lynch storyline with AJ, and then they had AJ Lee and John Cena doing the same thing. I agree with you. I agree. I totally agree. The TNA X Division, you know, Ultimate X match, WWE stole that idea, but they did it with their toy, their little toy set, because it got the little, you know, X in the middle, the big, you know, it's all built up the same. And yeah, like I said, WWE, they still from TNA. Okay, WWE, like Bully Ray, he speared Anderson through a table. That's how he beat him on Impact like 2 weeks ago. That's the same thing that happened to CM Punk. CM Punk got speared through a table by Ryback. That's how Paul Heyman beat him. Yes, I totally agree. WWE copies TNA. Cool was a fake. Cool was a fake. Beautiful people. Yes, we know that. But let's talk about TNA. Oh, TNA never copies the WWE. Really? If that's the case, let me go ahead and throw some suggestions out there for you. You got Sin Cara. He debuts in the WWE, right? Sin Cara, the mascot, everybody wanted to see. Even though he didn't deliver the way we wanted him to, we saw him come in wearing his mask, doing all this stuff. So why the heck does 2 weeks later TNA got a fake Sin Cara coming out there, Amazing Red, trying to act like Sin Cara? What was that? Okay. People talk about, oh well, WWE stole the Feast or Fire match and made it the Money in the Bank. If you think about it, Feast or Fire is not the same thing as the Money in the Bank. Number one, the Money in the Bank, you only fight for 2 titles. That's either the world title or the WWE title. Feast or Fire, you either get a tag team title shot, a heavyweight title shot, or X Division title shot, or you get fired. Number 2, in Feast or Fire, you don't have a ladder in the middle of the ring and you climb up there to grab the briefcase. Really? Then the briefcase is not even the same. The Money in the Bank briefcase, you got a big briefcase. It's either red or blue. TNA, you got the little skinny silver briefcase. The ones you see on TV where somebody got a handcuffed to themselves. It's not the same thing. I don't know why people are trying to compare that. It's not even the same thing. It's not. Then people like, well, once again, WWE, they always copy TNA, but TNA never copied WWE. Really? Really? Let's talk about, let's go down the line. The Beautiful People. That's right, Lake Coolum was a copy of The Beautiful People. But guess what? Guess what? TNA stole The Beautiful People from the WWE. Yeah, that's right. I don't think anybody, some people might not remember, but have you ever heard of a group called Vince's Devils? Tori Wilson, Candice Michelle, and Victoria. 3 girls coming out there, beating people up, dressing all sexy, kissing each other before they entered the ring. Yeah. Yeah. Don't that sound familiar? Oh yeah, it do. Because that's the same thing The Beautiful People did. Yeah, they was a copy of the Vince's Devils. The Vince's Devils debuted in 2005. When did The Beautiful People debut? 2 years after that. Yeah. Yeah, they copied them. Then you got Shark Boy coming out there acting like Stone Cold. Really? Oh, that's not copying WWE. Oh yeah, it is. You got the dude wearing a vest. He talking like Austin. He's walking like Austin. He even does the Stone Cold Stunner. Really? But they never copied WWE, right? Then you got Abyss, aka Kane, and walking around wearing a fake Mankind looking mask. Yeah, that's original, right? That's original. No. Then you got James Mitchell. Really? Paul Bearer? That's who he is? He's a Paul Bearer of TNA. Then you got Kane's little, he had Abyss, he had a little brother, or big brother, whatever. Judas, whatever his name is, I forgot. You got him coming in acting like The Undertaker. Really? Where have I seen this storyline before? Undertaker and Kane. And then you got Kane getting pulled. Kane in the WWE, he's getting pulled under rings and through the mats by his brother The Undertaker. And then you got Abyss getting pulled under the rings and stuff by his brother. Really? Wait. TNA, that's original, right? Then you got Kurt Angle spitting in Hulk Hogan's face after getting screwed out of a title shot. That reminds me of the Montreal screw job, right? Then you got the new X Division title, which looks like a mixture of the old Attitude Era Intercontinental Championship mixed with the NXT Championship, because it got the big X in the middle like the NXT title do. But TNA's original, right? They don't copy WWE, right? Wrestling copies each other. And it makes me sick how some TNA fans out there, which I'm a TNA fan, but I can't admit the truth. TNA copies WWE just as much as WWE copies TNA. They copy each other. That's what businesses do. But it makes me sick, like I said, because you got TNA fans out there, some TNA fans out there, trying to say that WWE always copy TNA, but TNA don't copy them. Really? You got Aces and Ace trying to do the Shield's powerbomb, right? You got Dixie Carter out there trying to cut heel promo skills like Stephanie McMahon is doing right now. Right? And no offense. See, to me, my favorite wrestler in TNA is AJ Styles, like I said. But you got AJ Styles out there now, kind of acting like CM Punk. Not exactly, but he trying to drop pipe bombs like him. And I know for years in wrestling, people have been doing pipe bombs. AJ Styles is not CM Punk. I'm not saying that. But when it comes to the pipe bombs, come on, AJ. Really? I mean, AJ, don't get me wrong. You're a good dude, but AJ Lee, his pipe bomb on the Total Divas was way better than AJ Styles. AJ Styles, people say, oh, it's not the same. AJ Styles was talking about other wrestlers. CM Punk talked about himself, really? Colt Cabana, Tyson Kidd, you know, all them guys. He talking about himself, right? No. No. Like I said, wrestling copies each other. You got James Storm out there stealing the super kick, which made famous by Shawn Michaels, stealing the code breaker made by Chris Jericho. You got him coming out there drinking beer like Austin, but you just miss it with a cowboy. Maybe no one will know the difference, right? Then you have Bobby Roode and Austin Aries walking around like a fake team. Hell no, they couldn't get along. But TNA never copies WWE, right? Right. Wrestling copies each other. Now I want TNA to succeed. I want TNA to give WWE their money's worth. I want both companies to step up, but WWE's never going to step up real hard until they get competition. And right now TNA is not showing them no competition, so they're going to sit on a high horse. People say, why WWE ain't good anymore? Why they ain't going as hard as the Attitude Era? They don't need to. TNA can't compete with them right now. Not until they step up. I'm hoping Jeff Jarrett come back. I want Jeff Jarrett to come back and get his company back and fix things. Because if TNA keep doing the things that they're doing right now, being desperate and trying to act like WWE, next thing you know, you're going to have Dixie Carter coming out there with her fake version of the corporation, and it's going to be called the company. Shaking my head. TNA, step up. If you have to bring Double J back, bring them back, please. Because if y'all don't, man, I'm just saying it right now. I'm giving you two or 1 year, and that's it before you're out of business. Just saying.